Hey guys, Tricky2 here. I just like to give like I don't know, a rant or something about New Speed Rivals, because basically I just want to get off my chest and see if I'm like the only one, or if there's anyone that actually thinks like I do. But yeah, so Rivals been out now for like 2 months or something, and most of you probably played it by now and discovered that it's a good game. It's well, console game. I mean, it's developed for 360 and for PS3, and then basically ported to the other consoles and PC. So yeah, we got that. But that's kind of okay. I mean, we don't get the best graphics as of now, unless you use our command line, but for the PC. But that's not really the issue here. The biggest issue I have with Rivals right now is that the lack of the multiplayer component. There is a multiplayer component in the game, but it's just so hard to achieve. Basically, what you have to do is like line up with another random player or a friend at an event and then start it simultaneously. Now this is okay if you're in a group with like say 5 other friends, but it's not very likely that will happen. And if you do happen to play on your own and you don't have a public lobby, then you need to cooperate with the other people to start the events, and that will never happen. No, I'm sorry, it just won't. Even if you do, you will be with more or less only one other player if you're lucky enough, and as a racer or a cop. But once you complete the event, the whole area will be swarmed with cops, and you have to evade the cops in order to start another event, because it will be impossible for you to line up at an event without getting down to, say, I don't know, 10% health or whatever, because you will probably be around the 70 or 50 mark or whatever in health when you complete the event, because of all the action that's in it. So this is, I don't know, it kind of baffles me why they decided to go with this option. I mean, it's a really cool feature to integrate the single player with the multiplayer, and I respect them for that, but it's on the cost for the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is basically what keeps the game alive, that gets you come back and do more of this game. There is certain people, I'm one of them, that really like to do try to get the best time at the time trials and races or whatever it is. But apart from that, I mean, what I really enjoy is to just do multiplayer and see, can I compete with this guy, can I beat them, like kind of a measurement of how good my ability in this game is. And Rivals, I can't do that. I could do it in Hot Pursuit by Criterion, I can do it in Most Wanted by Criterion, and this one is a collab between Criterion and Ghost. I just can't. Because it's impossible to start an event with more than just one player if you're lucky. And yeah. As you can see in the background, I have a video running, and this video is me basically joining a public lobby just to showcase how hard it is to get another player to join you. I mean, I'm cruising around now for a while, and yeah, I mean, once you get up to another player, I mean, they are probably in an event, and if they're in an event, they can't join you and they won't be interested, and once they're done with the event, they probably have the cops after them. So yeah, basically I would just like follow this guy and see when you repair the car, outrun the cops or whatever, to see if you can start an event. And the risk is that he's already busy with something else. He could be doing the single player and just really want to advance to get the next cars, upgrades, or whatever it is. So there's a big risk he's not interested at all in joining you. And then you have this other issue that someone in this lobby is always the host, and you have to rely on his connection. That's why you see all these cars, like skip back and forth all the time, like they have like huge packet loss, which they might, but I mean, this one is so heavily focused on the connection. So if you have like what's considered outside of Sweden where I am, like okay connection, which would be fine in like every other game. In Rivals, it's terrible. It's just terrible. It might be okay with you and like one other player, but then you have to consider like this is a lobby that consists of a different type of peoples, and these different type of peoples could be from like all over the world. They're probably from close, say in the Europe or whatever. So if I'm in Sweden, I'm probably getting mixed up with gays. I could be mixed up with gays. I have no idea, but no, guys. Yeah, guys from like say UK, maybe someone from Ukraine, Italy, or whatever. And we all have to rely on this person's connection to be good, to have a good multiplayer experience in terms of connection. And most likely this is not the case. Basically, you will always have 2 or 3 or more people that like just skip back and forward. You can't head in pursuit tech. It's just a goddamn mess. That's what it is. Just a goddamn mess. So we're stuck with a hard-coded 30 FPS, and we have this multiplayer which is more or less non-existent. We then have to rely on other people's connection. This is just killing the game for me. It's just killing the game for me. I mean, I like Rivals. I play Rivals quite a lot because I'm a sucker for Need Speed games and I like racing games in general. So I will come back and I will play, but then again, the multiplayer component, that's what I get the most fun out of. That is just like, really pushes you to the limit if you do a race, and especially if you do with a race without like clean people that doesn't use any power-ups, but with power-ups, I'm just fine. And this wasn't an issue in the previous games. I mean, look at, we're only 6 players. Yeah. Well, look back at Hot Pursuit. You have like 8 people, I think, maximum playable lobby. Totally fine. Because you have the events that were closed. I mean, people would join the event, and then the event will launch, and you do that, and then it was over, and you did the next event. This is not possible in Rivals. You just can't do that. Because there is nothing like that. What they need to do in order for this game to survive and make it have any form of replayability is to enable someone in an online world to go at the event, and instead of just starting it, send an invite to all the other players. Now, if they're in an event or something, or in a garage, they of course wouldn't receive the invite, which is unfortunate. But for every other player, there should be like, okay, you got an invite, press, I don't know, right on the D-pad to join the event, and it would just like teleport it to you, and you can start the event. This would increase the replayability and the overall value of the game so much, and I honestly don't know why they chose to go with this kind of approach to the multiplayer. It's just like, I don't know. Well, maybe it's just me ranting. I mean, maybe other people are having a good experience with the game. I mean, I do have a good experience with the game. It's just like, I don't have any multiplayer experience that I really can speak of. And this is really what, perhaps me the most for recommending this game for other people. I mean, it's buggy, yeah, it's buggy, but I can live with some of the bugs because they patch up some of them, so it's not just as frequent. It's okay, but it's not okay. Who am I kidding? But anyway, I can deal with it. I can play the game and it's fine. I can do it for a pretty long time for the most part without running into any problems. But the biggest problem is that there is no multiplayer experience, and I really wish that Ghost and EA could fix this. Because this would make the game, like, really amp up the scores. I really can't see, to be honest, why this game has gotten so good grades, because it totally lacks what Need Speed has been in the last gen, at least speaking from Hot Pursuit, which is multiplayer, and which is like basically in every other game, is like, especially when it comes to this, which is like really focused on technique and skill. Be it Call of Duty or Battlefield, you want to compete with other players to test your ability. How good am I at this game? Am I able to snipe him? Am I able to outrun him? Am I better on this track, that track, blah blah blah. And there is none of that. There is, however, which most people are unaware of, a site called nfstimes.com, which lets you add your driver and upload your results, which is done automatically, and you compare them to other people for scores and times, and that's a really cool feature. But again, it's almost like an offline experience, because basically you're just like doing your own times and comparing to the other one. You don't have any like real play component. So yeah, that's my biggest issue right now with this game. I really do hope they patch it up, starting with making multiplayer or real multiplayer. Not that it's just like kind of mixed single player multiplayer bullshit. It's cool, but it's just not really helping my game experience. And then really sort out the connectivity issues. If you do decide to stick with this one play being the host, for the love of God, please sort out the issues. We can't have someone from Russia with 256 KB up speed being the host for people all around Europe. It just won't work. It won't work. You have 5 other players to coordinate where they are, what they do. It's probably somewhat okay if they're split apart, but as soon as they get together, you have to keep track of where's this card, that's not using that power up, blah 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 blah. And it's not just possible. It's not possible. So please patch it up, fix the multiplayer, and just make it a good game. Yeah, I think that's it for now. So yeah, maybe this is a rant. Maybe I'm just like being irrational, but I really don't think I am. I'll pay full price for a game which was broken on release, still is broken, which lately has to be like the common thing about every other game. I mean, if this were a movie, would you pay full price to go see a movie that lacked you had issues with when black screen, you went, the colors missing, the sound were missing. So okay, well, they patch it up. I'll go back here in 2 months and see the movie again, and hopefully there will be no audio video sync issues. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I probably pay another $10 to get the DLC so I can see the effects of the flaming sword from another angle. Yeah. I think you know what I'm going to do. So yeah, that is my issue with Rivals right now. I will come back in the next days or so with a full preview of the game where I will touch this, but I will try to make it as objective as possible for you guys. And I will do this review with another guy, first time ever, and we'll try to do like a comparison from my end, which is the PC, and his end, which is the Xbox One. Try to compare it, if there's like any issues, gameplay ability or not, and then just like basically get to the point, really objectively, not biased on my experience, because I'm infuriated by something that doesn't work. It's like, this is a good part, this is what is so, this could be better, and then basically, should you buy the game now, or should you hold off, or should you not buy the game at all? So look forward to that. It will come out this holiday, aiming to get it done before New Year's, but we'll see. And kind of hard to coordinate because we're in different time zones and whatnot. But yeah, so my point of view, I'd really like to see you guys comment and just like tell me what your experience is, what you feel, if I'm just like ranting, a good point, what's a good point, what do you feel could be better, there could be some parts which I haven't covered that you guys can say, okay, I did this and that, and I really want this to be better, or this but this to be better. So put in your comments, and hopefully we can just pray that there will be a patch to remedy these issues in the near future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care and have a happy holiday, and soon to become a great New Year's Eve. Alright, take care. Bye.